So welcome to the show. My name is Monickie Scott.
And this is your girl, Felina B. Flossin. And we're so excited to have you join as we support and encourage women in 5 areas. That's the mind, body, and soul, while laughing and loving. And today we have a special guest for our 5-star spotlight.
She's an author, a speaker, a mentor, a director for a nonprofit, and a family services specialist in Clark County, Nevada. And when she's not serving in all those areas, she's also a mom.
Wow.
Joining us is Lynne Jasames. Welcome to the show, Lynne.
Hello, I am so psyched to be here. Thank you.
And we are so excited to have you. So I just gave the listeners a lot of titles for you, right? But tell us who you are beyond all those titles.
Well, to describe me in one word is I just love helping people. And the goal is to help people be better in all areas of their life. So my platform is I talk about beating the odds because I've overcame a lot of things in my life that some people is not able to cope through. And I've been able to cope through a lot of things that a lot of people have not been able to cope through. And I want to show people I tapped inside of me, and it's just a matter of tapping inside of you.
Wow, that is so, so beautiful. So in a few moments, we're going to talk more about your journey, okay? But right now, let's handle a little 5-star business, right? Okay. So when you hear the words 5-star living, what does that mean in your world?
Like 5-star living to me is feeling like you've reached a point in your life where certain things that doesn't have a monetary value become important. So 5-star living means that I'm trying to be balanced. I want to be whole. I want to be able to take things in my life and just be satisfied with where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Where I am. So, and then, then 5 stars represents being at the top, right? And being full, right? So you just want to be in the place in your life. I think 5-star living, I think whole, I think balance, I think happy, and I think grateful for right where I am.
Beautiful. So I heard you mention balance. Mm-hmm. How do you balance all the aspects in your life?
Right.
Well, it can be challenging, but what I've learned to do is I've learned to fill my mind with things that when negative come, because sometimes we can't control our thoughts, right?
Yes.
So when negative come, I listen to so much positive stuff to where those are things that's been able to come up. Wow. So, we grow up with negativity, and negativity is all around us. So what I've learned to do is I realize the importance of the things that I listen to, the conversations that I have, the people who I engage with, long as they where I'm at.
Yes.
Find that balance because that's the stuff that's on my mind. Mm-hmm. I'm filled with Les Brown. I'm filled with Eric Thomas. I'm filled with Jake Roberts. Those type of people. That's what I listen to. Yeah. And those things that come up when that negativity try to attack me, I can go right. And you know what my favorite song been lately? I'm blessed.
Yes.
Y'all song always
blessed.
5-star.
Yeah. How could you lose when you walk around with that mentality all day? I am blessed.
Great.
Lynne, you spend time mentoring and speaking to teen girls and women in jail.
Wow.
Why? Why do you do that?
Nice.
Because I think it's all common ground because those people, those women, those girls that's in that situation, I feel like I'm right there with them no matter what, because a lot of their trauma I can feel and I can definitely relate to. Wow. And a lot of those behaviors come out of trauma, lack of understanding how they're feeling, what they're thinking. So it comes out in their behavior. Happens.
So who else besides women in jail need to hear this type of mentoring that you offer?
Any type of woman, no matter where you're at. I've had the opportunity to mentor women at the top of their game, CEOs, when I've been able to say something that resonates with them or identify with them or connect to where they understand in that moment, this is what's been happening to me or this is what I've been feeling, and connected to where it's coming from.
Ooh.
Had an impact. It really has had an impact because if we don't understand what we're feeling, why we're feeling it, our behavior tend to respond to it, and it's not always in our best interest, right?
That's deep.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's very deep. And what have been the obstacles you've had to overcome along this journey?
Well, foster care, being a teen mom, coming from a family of addicts. I'm a stroke survivor, domestic violence survivor. I had an abortion that was very traumatizing, and that's a topic that most women don't like to talk about.
Yeah.
Most women don't share they've had an abortion. So the shame and the guilt we place on ourselves, but we don't even understand it was attributed to that factor.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. What an amazing journey. What would you say has kept you going through it all?
Just accepting it, being okay with it. I haven't been perfect. We all have done some things in our life that if we had the opportunity to undo, we definitely will. But it's just being able to be okay with who I am, be okay with the things that I've experienced, and then being okay with crying through it all, because we are afraid to release that energy when it comes, but we forget it's going to come out in a different way, right? So we've been
one way or another
not to cry, but crying is powerful. It's how doctors identify we were alive, right? So it's power in it. So I'll just cry it out. I'll be okay with saying, okay, this has happened.
Hey, from one crier to another, like it's therapeutic for me. I get it out and then I keep pushing. Yes, indeed. So are there any words of wisdom that you can share with someone who may be listening and they're lacking the courage to move forward beyond their trauma?
I definitely want to say that we haven't really been taught to go inside ourselves, right? So what I mean by that is think about where you are, what's going on. And the best thing I heard Eric Thomas say is when you low, think about what you're thinking about. It really contributes to how we're feeling, right?
Yeah.
So I would say when you're in those modes and having those moments, first think about what you're thinking about, and then tap inside of you. But I would definitely put on something that's encouraging and motivating. One thing Sarah Jake Roberts has been able to do is she puts a lot of words to how I'm feeling.
Okay.
Capture what I'm thinking or what I'm feeling in her sermons, like, oh my God, that's exactly it. So we can't be afraid to tap into other resources because it usually allows us to connect with how we're feeling and what we're thinking.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've been able to connect with a lot of people. Do you have any particular stories that stick out in mind that resonate with you in this area?
Well, I connected with Les Brown because his story of, being adopted, but he's a phenomenal person.
Yeah.
Like if you meet him in person, he's genuinely who he represents himself to be. And I'll never forget that. And I felt like I was able to get close enough to see how the universe allows him to walk in his space. So you think that you have this idea of this person to be bombarded or overloaded, but I've watched the universe make room for him. And that's what I learned from him is when you're walking in your purpose, you're in a space where God has really ordained for you to be,
right.
The universe opens up to you. It's amazing. People forget that energy is real. So we can grasp, right, the good energy, but we neglect the negative energy. So we can't even understand how it's impacting our life because we kind of brush the negative energy off.
Okay.
But if we can own those moments, right, we can be able to identify what's happening in them. So what I mean by that is like when something good happened, we're so quick to say, oh my God, God this, God that.
Right.
When bad happened, we're questioning God. And that's the space and the time to be still and really reflect, okay, what's happening? Typically when something happened to a person that's out of their control, it's the universe trying to send those whispers that Oprah Winfrey talk about. I'll get in a hurry. She's been a profound person in my life to help me draw from inside of me. So even shows like this, you take a show like 5 Star Living, right? The goal is for people to watch it. And I've learned when you watch this type of stuff, it helps you identify with the things you're trying to connect to. Then you can get to you.
Yes.
If you never can connect with things that's helping you identify and helping you relate to yourself, then we don't spend enough time trying to get to ourselves to even understand what we want to be doing in life, what we truly want to be doing.
That is so, like you said, so profound. That is awesome because it is about really connecting to yourself and thinking about who it is, who you are as a person, and what your needs are as a person. You mentioned Les Brown, you mentioned Eric Thomas, you mentioned Oprah. So is there a hero or shero in your life? Is there a person in your life that you give credit for making a huge difference?
Well, it's two people. So I call her my little publicist, my little graphic artist. Her name is Jamish, and she has a company called Hardy Gore Studios. Well, when I met her, I initially thought she was like tough and hard, and we've had a relationship over 4 years. What I have noticed is that when you identify with people who truly have your best interest in heart, they are going to be tough. They are going to be hard, but then they're going to bring out the best in you at the same time. And she's really been instrumental in really helping me evaluate myself, because I'll be like, dang, she sounded so mean, but she's so real and so honest, right?
Right.
Energy, no matter how mean or real it got, her energy always told me she has your best interest at heart. And if I want to identify a hero, and it would definitely be my oldest son, Patrick.
Oh.
He's so tough and so hard, and I spent so much time focusing on feeling like he was being disrespectful, but it was never disrespect. It was really just, he has my best interest in heart. Sometimes he doesn't come across like I feel he should, but that's not what it's about when we're dealing with our children. You know, he wrote the foreword to my last book, and he said some things that I thought I didn't even know he felt that way about me. And when he brought it to my attention, I owned it.
That is awesome. Your son wrote the foreword for your book.
Yeah, because I realized, like, who knows me, right? Who knows me? 14 years old. We grew up together. And so when he wrote it, I looked at it and was like, I cried first, and then I was grateful that he was honest. And it brought me to a whole new level within myself, because I'm like, you got to own these things that he's seen in you all his life.
Amazing.
I love it.
So what's something that you're most proud of yourself in your life?
Well, I am most proud of my children. You know, the odds were against us from day one. You know, being a teen mom, coming up in foster care, coming from a family of addicts, suffering the amount of trauma that I have experienced, just to watch my children grow up and be everything that society said they wouldn't be. They all graduated on time with their senior class, my oldest with honors. They never saw the juvenile justice system. They haven't got caught up in the criminal system. They just made me proud, which makes me feel like, you know what? I have a lot to be proud and be grateful for, just watching their life. And we go through stuff as a team, you know, but I'm just grateful that I can look at their life and say, you know what, God, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, everything they represent, I've learned it does represent me, and I'm very proud of all of them. I'm just so proud, and I just really learned to value and appreciate our relationship from a different perspective.
Wow.
You have a lot to celebrate and a lot to be proud of.
Wow, you surely do. So are there any questions that we didn't ask?
No, I think you guys have done an amazing job. I'm grateful for this platform, because we need platforms like this. You know, being able to have people share and be open and honest with people about how they feel, where they're going in life, and give people another understanding that we all can contribute to this world in our own way, you know, and being able to use this platform to be able to share. I'm just grateful. Like, I'm so excited. Like, this is amazing.
And we're grateful for you as well.
Yeah, definitely a pleasure. So what else would you like to share with our audience before the show ends?
I would just like to share that surround yourself with beautiful and amazing people. You know, Felina and Monickie, I've been knowing you guys a very long time. Your energy has stayed the same. The desire to help people has always been there. And for you guys to invite me in your space, I'm grateful. And I just want people to know, connect with people who really see you for who you are. And then they can help you bring out the best in you and help you focus on who you are, you know, because a lot of times there's so many distractions right now. We have so many distractions. And if we can relate to people and connect with people who can keep us focused, centered, balanced, then it's a beautiful thing for ourselves, you know.
I just got chills.
We've been taught to think that thinking about yourself is selfish.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, because until you can identify who you are and relate to yourself, then it's hard to relate to other people and help them be better.
Right.
Indeed.
Right.
Indeed. Wow, Lynne, this was amazing indeed. How can our viewers find you on your social media platforms?
Well, I do have a website. It's LynneJasames.com. Most of my social media is Lynne Jasames. So if you just look up Lynne Jasames, my name is spelled Lyenne
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jasames. So if you just look up Lynne Jasames, you'll definitely be able to find me. Definitely. And so, I just released my third book.
Okay.
What is it called? Tell us about.
How to Beat the Odds from A to Z.
How to Beat the Odds from A to Z.
Yes, and it's a set of values and beliefs that we all share. And I have a way of sharing stories so you can see what it really looks like.
Available now on?
Actually, it is available now. It's on Amazon, and if you connect with me, I'll definitely get it to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lynne.
Oh, you guys are welcome. Thank you. I'm so excited. I'm so happy for you guys.
We're happy for you too. Keep going, sis.
Thank you so much. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what's next for you guys. I'll be right there with you on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, we want to thank you for listening and joining us for this 5-star day. We believe in you, and we believe that you will have a 5-star day starting right now.
We know that you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be right here with us. And so for that, we thank you. And we look forward to seeing you on Facebook at 5-Star Living Show and joining the 5-Star Living Show Inner Circle Accountability Group, because we want you to laugh more and love more while taking care of your mind, body, and soul.
Yes, so do me a favor on purpose. Make it a point to have a 5-star day.
The 5-Star Living Show is sponsored in part by MVPphotographer.com, and we give a special thanks to our super producer, Mr. Dana Scott. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the 5-Star Living Show. Take care of your mind, body, and soul. And remember, love more and laugh more.